Good evening, second graders. So I'm going to go over tonight's homework with you. First, we need to read the directions before we start solving problems so we know all of the steps we need to complete. The directions for this homework say, cross out the extra information or write hidden or missing information. Then solve the problem. Okay, so when I'm looking at these problems, I know that there will either be something extra that I don't need, or there's going to be something that is missing that maybe I need to add to the word problem in order to solve it. Okay, so let's look at the first word problem. Number 1, let's read it together. Joel has 9 dinosaur cards and 8 bird cards. His friend Peha has 6 dinosaur cards. How many dinosaur cards do the two friends have all together? Okay, so if there's two friends with dinosaur cards that I need to add together, I know that that's a part-whole problem. So I'm going to start writing my equation, which I know will start as part plus part equals whole. Okay, part 1 is Joel. Joel has 9 dinosaur cards. Part 2 is Peha, and Peha has 6 dinosaur cards. And the whole is the missing information. W should go below the box. I made a bit of a mistake. Let me erase that. Okay. So in this problem, I'm looking now because I had all of the information I needed to write this equation. So that means there was extra information that I didn't need. Okay, the question is asking about dinosaur cards. And if I go back to the first sentence, Joel has 9 dinosaur cards and 8 bird cards. I didn't use that 8 bird cards anywhere here in my equation. So that is the information that I can cross out. So I'm just going to cross out and 8 bird cards. I did not need that to solve the problem. Okay, so now that my equation is written, I can go ahead and draw the picture to solve the problem. So I'm going to start with 9 and count up 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I can see this is 10, 15. So our answer is 15. I'll go back and look for my label. And it says how many dinosaur cards. So that lets me know our label is dinosaur cards. Okay, great job. We're done with number 1. Let's go on to number 2. Number 2, ready to read together? I have a ring for each finger of both hands. I want to buy 4 more rings. How many rings will I have then? Okay, so I can see that they're buying more rings. So that's an action. And they want to know how many rings they'll have after they do that action, which would be a result. So when I look here, I can see buying more is a change and having then or at the end is the result. So I can start writing my equation. I know that it's a start, change, result. Okay, and for this one, I need to go back and see, is this adding or subtracting? Let's look. I want to buy 4 more rings. What do you think? Is it addition or subtraction? That's right, it's addition because they're buying more. They're adding on to the number of rings that they would have. So we need to make that a plus. Okay, the change we see is 4 more. So we're adding 4. How many rings will I have then? That's the question for the result. So we need to put a box there. Now, what about at the start? It says I have a ring for each finger of both hands. Doesn't say exactly how many rings they have, but there's one for each finger. So I'm just going to put how many fingers we have on both of our hands. So if we have 10 fingers, that means we have 10 rings. That's right. So we can put, I have 10 rings. Okay, so then we know that's the start. So our equation is 10 plus 4 equals box. Now we can draw our picture. So we're going to start with 10 and we'll count up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 plus 4 is 14. And let's go back to the question to look for a label. How many rings will I have then? So it's going to be rings for our label. So our answer is 14 rings. Great job. Okay, let's move on to the last problem, number 3. Okay, here we are, guys. We're at the final problem. Number 3, let's read it all together. Erica had 6 coins in her coin collection. She goes to a coin show and buys some more coins. How many coins does she have now? This problem is sounding a lot like the last problem. Can you find something that is the same in problem number 3 as problem number 2? What is the same? Oh, I see. Where it says buys more. She goes to a coin show and buys more, just like they were buying more in the last problem. So that lets me know this one is probably a start change result too. Let's look. Erica had 6 coins in her coin collection. So that's how many coins she started with. She goes to a coin show and buys more. Just like in the last problem, that's going to be our change. How many coins does she have now? Okay, so that's the result. They're asking how many does she have now. That's how many does she have at the end. So let's try to write our equation with this information we've been given. Okay, the start, she had 6 coins in the beginning. And she bought more, just like we said last time. This is going to be addition again. You got it? She buys some more. Strange. That information is missing. But that's not the question. The question is, how many coins does she have now? So that has to be our box. That's where the question is the result. So since this change is missing, we need to add some information for the change. So we just need to add a sentence about how many coins she bought. Okay, so it can be any number you want it to be. We just need to write a sentence. She buys however many coins you want. And for this problem, I'm going to say she buys 6 coins because I want to make this a doubles equation. But you could have put any number here that you wanted. This can be anything that you want it to be because you're adding your own information. Okay, so now I'm going to put that back into my equation for the change. And now I can solve it. 6 plus 6 equals box. So I can draw my picture 6 and count on 6 more. 5, 6. So I can see 10, 11, 12 is my answer. And I'm going to go back to the picture or the problem to see what my label is. How many coins? So I know for my label I need to write coins. So my answer is 12 coins, but your answer might be different depending on what number you've put here into your sentence. So maybe you can tell me tomorrow, what number did you use for your change? All right, I look forward to seeing you at school tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.